Alright, just finished this one up. This was a learning experience. It's a set of female gear, clearly. Like the purple design, kind of a snakeskin print, real shiny. Decent weight material. The person picked up their own material and brought it, which is always nice. It's kind of a Baley style gear that she's wearing now. The top was the fun part, because it's got this lacing in it, and then I trimmed it. But the picture I had to go by, I kind of looked at it wrong the first time, but it ended up turning out pretty good. She tried it on because she's local before I finished it the rest of the way, and it fit good. But the way I ended up having to do this, it's kind of 2 layers. So you've got the underlayer here, so it's kind of like a tube top underneath, or crop top, whatever, and then the halter that's attached to it in here. So it's almost like 2 shirts in one, and then it's attached on the side seams, all attached down through here. I ran elastic through this for the eyelets, and then elastic through here, so it's all sturdy. Put our initials here, and then ran this elastic all the way up, so this ties up around the neck like a bathing suit top. But it's sturdy because you got this over top of you, and the underlayer here, which we put elastic into, so it's got elastic all the way around it, so it sits nice. But layering it was the fun part to figure out, because I've never made one like this. I've made one with a tie back like that, but not with this. I could have just done it where I made the top all squared out one piece, and then just added this as a trim and sewed it down. I've done that on trunks before, but on this, it wouldn't have looked right, and it wouldn't have matched the picture, and it wouldn't have been up under here the way it needed to be and all that. So I had to redo it once. The pattern, not this. This was easy to fix because this was one piece and connected, and I just had to cut it, make it 2. And then the shorts, I had to do the same thing. Looking at it, original thought was just put an extra strip along here of this material and then put this on it. But I wanted to try something different, plus the waistband was different on that one, so I could have done it that way with just a strip down and tacked it, but I don't think it would have looked as good or held up as good. This way, this is all one piece. Again, elastic in here to make sure these have something good to grip a hold of. But what I did was I made the leg pieces, and then I cut this part out of the leg, so it's actually 2 pieces, and then seamed it together. Well, I put the elastic in it first, and then I stitched that behind the elastic, folded over, so it had kind of a sport seam to it. And then that way too, it gave it this flap to put instead of just layering a whole bunch of material. I had to kind of compensate for the seam allowances though. Luckily this is good stretch material, and it's got a lot of give to it, so I only had to change the pattern by like 1/2 inch or so, so it wasn't too bad. She tried it on, it fit really good. And then hammer and sickle logo, it's more for her dad. He wrestles too and does a Russian thing, so they turned out good. But this one I ended up, instead of just 2 leg panels and then adding detailing, which is super easy, I had to cut a waistband, cut this part of the pattern, cut this part of the pattern. This is just an applique, that wasn't a big deal. And then add these in, and then put the lacing in it. So there's nothing on the back. The back is just plain. So see how it holds up. Should hold up pretty good though. But I'll go over the pattern on it maybe another time. And then the ties, I just did a 1 inch tie strap around it in like a contrast material to make it match the trim. So it should look pretty good. But get this one off to her. She should be picking it up soon, and get on to the next one. I gotta make another one like this out of another material, but I'm iffy on the material. It's a little weird. I'm gonna have to put a liner to it, so maybe I'll go over more of a step-by-step with that one. So alright, if you like the videos, be sure to like, subscribe, all that social media stuff. Alright, thanks.